Setting goals is an integral part of achieving success, whether it's personal growth, career advancement, or health and fitness. But even with the best intentions and a clear vision, it's easy to fall short of our ambitions. We all face moments of doubt, lack of motivation, or distractions that can pull us away from the path we've set. This is where accountability comes in, transforming a good intention into concrete action. Accountability is not just about someone reminding you to take action. It's about creating a structure that ensures you stay committed to your goals. It's the force that holds you to your promises, pushes you when your motivation dips, and celebrates your wins, no matter how small. Whether you're aiming to complete a project, stay on track with a fitness routine, or improve a skill, accountability provides the external support that reinforces internal discipline. Many of us have experienced a moment of excitement when setting a goal, thinking that this time we'll finally follow through. Yet, despite our best intentions, we often lose momentum. The reason for this is simple. Without accountability, it's easy to let other priorities take over or to make excuses when things get difficult. Accountability acts as the glue that holds us to our commitments, ensuring that we don't stray from the course, even when the initial enthusiasm fades. In this audiobook, we'll explore why accountability is a key ingredient in achieving success and how it works hand in hand with self-discipline to create the consistency necessary to make progress. We'll dive into the dynamics of having someone hold you accountable, whether it's a friend, mentor, coach, or even a group, and how these relationships can lead to greater results than trying to tackle challenges alone. Moreover, we'll also look at how accountability transforms our mindset, not just by forcing us to act, but by encouraging us to take ownership of our decisions. It's about shifting from a place of reaction to a place of action, where we make proactive choices and continually reaffirm our commitment to growth. Accountability brings clarity, structure, and a sense of purpose to your goals. By the end of this audiobook, you'll have a deep understanding of the role accountability plays in personal growth and how to harness it to stay on track toward your goals. You'll discover how finding the right accountability partner, setting up systems for support, and committing to regular check-ins can accelerate your progress and help you achieve what you once thought was unattainable. Together, we'll uncover the secret power of accountability, the missing link between setting goals and achieving them. The truth is, you don't have to do it alone. Accountability offers the external reinforcement that makes your inner discipline stronger and your goals clearer. With the right accountability in place, nothing can stand in your way. Chapter 1. What is accountability and why is it essential? Accountability is one of the most powerful tools in the pursuit of any goal. It's easy to overlook its importance, especially when you're motivated or confident that you can reach your objectives. However, the truth is, accountability is not just a supportive addition to the process, it is vital for success. It provides the external structure and support necessary to keep us on track and ensure we follow through on our commitments. But what exactly is accountability, and why is it so essential? At its core, accountability is the act of being answerable for your actions, behaviors, and results. It is about having someone or something to report to about the progress of your goals, keeping you on task and aligned with your intentions. While it often involves someone else who checks in on you, accountability also means that you hold yourself responsible for following through on the promises you make to yourself. Accountability is the commitment to staying true to your word. It's the act of taking full responsibility for your progress, acknowledging your successes, and learning from your mistakes. When you are accountable to someone, you not only strive to meet your goals, but you also work through challenges with honesty, integrity, and a sense of ownership. In essence, accountability transforms intentions into actions and actions into results. The internal and external aspects of accountability. While most people think of accountability as an external force, It actually starts internally. At its deepest level, accountability is about holding yourself accountable. It's about taking responsibility for your actions, no matter the circumstances. It's easy to blame external factors, lack of time, bad luck, or other people. But true accountability requires you to own your decisions and recognize your power to change the outcome. This is where self-discipline begins. However, external accountability is just as important. It provides the structure and motivation to help you stay focused, even when your internal willpower falters. Having someone else to check in with can provide a level of responsibility that encourages you to show up consistently. Whether it's a friend, a mentor, a colleague, or a coach, an external accountability partner adds a layer of support and encouragement, pushing you to keep going when you might otherwise give up. There's something powerful about knowing someone is expecting you to follow through. External accountability forces you to stay committed to your goals because you don't want to let others down, but it also reinforces your self-accountability by making you more aware of your choices and progress. The power of external accountability. While self-accountability is the foundation, external accountability accelerates the process of achieving your goals. It's easy to make excuses or justify procrastination when there's no one to hold you accountable. But when someone else is checking in on your progress, it's harder to ignore your commitments. External accountability often comes in the form of a partner, group, coach, or mentor. The right person or system will motivate you, encourage you, and help you stay focused. But it's not just about someone nagging you to do the work. It's about having a mutual relationship of trust and respect that fosters growth. A good accountability partner doesn't just check off boxes. They offer support, constructive feedback, and, when necessary, a gentle push to get you back on track. One of the reasons external accountability works so effectively is that it provides a layer of commitment and structure that self-accountability alone cannot provide. We're all human, and we all have moments when our willpower weakens. Having an external accountability partner ensures that you stay true to your goals, even when your motivation wanes or when distractions arise. Why accountability is essential for long-term success. While motivation can be powerful in the short term, it is ultimately discipline and accountability that drive sustained success. Many people begin projects or set goals with high hopes and enthusiasm, but as time passes, the initial excitement fades. This is where accountability shines. Without accountability, goals can easily slip into the background, replaced by distractions or immediate pleasures. You might tell yourself, "I'll get to it tomorrow," or "It's not that big of a deal if I miss today." However, over time, these small excuses add up and take you further away from your goals. Accountability ensures that you don't give up on yourself. It holds you to your word, keeps you focused on your commitments, and helps you navigate through setbacks and challenges. Accountability also helps you track progress, giving you a clearer picture of where you stand and what you've achieved. When you report your progress to someone else, it becomes easier to identify areas for improvement and make adjustments where necessary. The feedback you receive from an accountability partner is invaluable in helping you stay on course, refine your approach, and keep moving forward. Whether you're working toward a fitness goal, a career milestone, or a personal project, having regular check-ins forces you to reflect on your progress and adjust your actions if needed. Moreover, accountability provides a sense of urgency. It's easy to let things slide when you're working on a goal by yourself. But when you know someone is expecting you to show up, you're more likely to take the necessary steps, even on days when you're feeling less motivated. The accountability partner acts as a reminder that your goals are important, that you are committed to your future, and that you owe it to yourself to continue showing up. The link between accountability and motivation. Accountability and motivation are closely tied. While motivation is what gets us started, accountability keeps us going. When we're working towards something meaningful, motivation can give us that initial spark. But as the weeks go on, motivation can ebb and flow, and when it does, accountability helps keep the fire burning. It provides a reliable source of support that doesn't rely on fleeting bursts of enthusiasm. When accountability is in place, it acts as a reminder of why you set your goals in the first place. It encourages you to reflect on your purpose and reconnect with your why. This renewed sense of purpose fuels your drive, helping you stay focused even when challenges arise. With accountability, the ups and downs of motivation don't derail your progress, they simply become part of the process. Additionally, accountability partners can share in your successes, providing a sense of camaraderie that makes the journey feel less isolating. This emotional connection helps sustain motivation, because you're not only striving toward personal goals, but also working together with someone who shares your vision for success. How accountability helps you build consistency. The key to achieving any long-term goal is consistency. Accountability plays a vital role in fostering consistency because it ensures that you show up day in and day out, even when you don't feel like it. It acts as a built-in system that doesn't allow you to stray too far from your commitments. The human tendency is to start strong and then gradually lose steam as time passes. Without accountability, it's easy to let things slide, especially when you encounter obstacles. But when you have someone keeping track of your progress, it's much harder to justify slacking off. Accountability holds you accountable to your commitment, which fosters the kind of consistency needed to make meaningful progress. As you continue to practice self-discipline and show up for yourself, accountability builds momentum. The more consistently you take action, the easier it becomes to keep going, and soon, the actions become habits that take little effort to maintain. Discipline becomes automatic because accountability ensures that you don't give up on it. Conclusion: accountability as the key to sustainable success. In conclusion, accountability is essential for achieving your goals and sustaining long-term success. It provides the structure, support, and consistency needed to transform your aspirations into real achievements. Whether through self-accountability or external accountability partners, the act of being answerable for your actions ensures that you stay on course and continue moving forward, even when challenges arise. Accountability isn't just about checking in with someone else. It's about committing to your own growth and honoring the promises you've made to yourself. It serves as a constant reminder that you are worthy of your effort and that your goals matter. By building a system of accountability into your daily routine, you not only stay on track with your goals, but also develop the self-discipline required to maintain long-term success. As you move forward, remember that accountability is not just an external force, it's a vital component of your journey toward success. Embrace it, seek it out, and use it as the tool that helps you stay focused, consistent, and committed to the life you want to create. Chapter 2: How Accountability Drives Consistency. Consistency is the cornerstone of success in any endeavor, but it's also one of the hardest things to maintain. At the beginning of any new project or goal, we often feel the spark of motivation, excited by the possibilities ahead and determined to make progress. However, as time passes, that initial burst of enthusiasm often fades, and the daily grind can feel less exciting. This is where accountability plays a crucial role. Accountability is more than just someone checking in on your progress. It is a powerful force that drives you to stay committed to your goals, even when motivation wanes or life presents distractions. Accountability provides an external layer of responsibility that strengthens your internal drive, ensuring that you stay on track and continue making progress, no matter how long the journey may be. In this chapter, we will explore how accountability works to foster consistency in the pursuit of your goals. We will look at how it keeps you focused, even when your energy dips, how it helps you overcome obstacles, and how it supports your long-term growth. By understanding how accountability drives consistency, you will discover how to use this powerful tool to stay committed and achieve the success you desire. The role of accountability in building habitual consistency. One of the most powerful ways accountability drives consistency is through its ability to turn actions into habits. When you are held accountable, the actions you take in pursuit of your goals are no longer isolated incidents. They become part of a routine, a pattern that you repeat day after day. This is crucial because habits are the foundation of long-term success. When you have an accountability partner or system in place, you are more likely to show up every day, even on the days when you're not feeling motivated. It's easy to push off tasks when you're not held accountable, but the external check-in, whether with a partner, a coach, or a group, forces you to take consistent action. The more you show up, the more automatic your behavior becomes. Over time, these actions evolve into habits that require less mental effort to maintain. For example, imagine you've set a goal to exercise every morning before work. At first, you might need a lot of effort and motivation to get out of bed and push yourself through the workout. But when you commit to sharing your progress with an accountability partner, someone who expects you to show up every day, the routine becomes harder to skip. Over time, the act of waking up early and exercising becomes a part of your daily life, as much as brushing your teeth or having breakfast. The accountability partner reinforces the commitment and helps transform the action into a habit that requires little effort to maintain. Accountability as a system for progress tracking. Another way accountability fosters consistency is through progress tracking. It's often easy to lose sight of our goals when we don't measure our progress. Accountability systems, whether through regular check-ins or milestone tracking, ensure that you stay on top of your goals, reassess your strategies, and adjust your actions as necessary. Regularly reviewing your progress makes it easier to stay on course and make changes when things aren't going as planned. Without accountability, progress can feel vague or unclear. You may think you're making strides, but without an external perspective, you can't be sure. Having someone to check in with gives you a more objective view of where you stand and whether you're moving toward your goals. It forces you to confront the reality of your efforts and make adjustments when necessary. When you know that someone is keeping track, it creates a sense of urgency and responsibility, making it easier to stay consistent with your actions. For example, if you're working toward a professional goal, such as launching a new product or hitting a sales target, an accountability partner can help you break down your larger goal into smaller milestones and track your progress. Instead of letting the goal feel overwhelming or vague, your accountability partner keeps the process clear and manageable, ensuring that you make consistent, measurable progress. The act of checking in regularly allows you to evaluate what's working and what's not, helping you stay on track and adjust your approach when necessary. How accountability helps you overcome distractions. Distractions are one of the biggest obstacles to consistency. With the sheer volume of information and demands on our time, it's easy to get pulled in different directions. Social media, emails, meetings, and endless notifications can quickly derail your focus and hinder your ability to stay consistent. Accountability provides a powerful defense against distractions. When you have someone checking in on your progress, or when you have a system that tracks your goals, you're less likely to let distractions pull you away from your commitments. The knowledge that you will have to report on your actions to someone else creates a level of awareness and focus that helps you stay on task. For instance, let's say you're working on a creative project, and you're tempted to scroll through social media or binge-watch a show instead. The presence of an accountability partner who will check in with you and ask about your progress is a huge motivator. When you know that you will have to explain how you spent your time, you're much more likely to stay focused and avoid distractions. This is especially powerful on days when you're feeling unmotivated or distracted, as accountability makes it harder to rationalize procrastination. In essence, Accountability helps you prioritize and make conscious decisions about where you invest your time and energy. Instead of mindlessly drifting from task to task, you develop a more intentional approach to your work and your life. Accountability creates a sense of urgency and responsibility. One of the most profound ways accountability drives consistency is by creating a sense of urgency and responsibility. Without external accountability, it's easy to fall into the trap of thinking, "I can do this tomorrow," or "It's not that big of a deal if I skip today." But accountability pushes you to act now, not later. It creates the momentum you need to make progress, even when procrastination or resistance try to take hold. When you know that someone is expecting an update from you, whether that's a weekly check-in or a more frequent check-in, it forces you to take action. There's no room for excuses. Accountability partners help you create that sense of urgency, motivating you to keep moving forward. It helps you avoid the common pitfall of putting off tasks, whether they're big or small. By having someone rely on you or expect updates, you create a psychological commitment to follow through. For example, if you've set a goal to write 500 words every day, but you're feeling tired or uninspired, knowing that your accountability partner will ask how much you've written can provide the push you need to stay on track. The accountability forces you to act now. You can't put it off without facing the consequences. This sense of urgency often makes the task feel less daunting and easier to tackle. Accountability and the growth mindset. Finally, accountability plays a significant role in cultivating a growth mindset, which is the belief that you can improve and develop over time through effort and perseverance. When you are held accountable, failure doesn't feel like a dead end. It feels like an opportunity to learn, adapt, and grow. Accountability helps you see mistakes not as permanent setbacks but as valuable lessons along the way. For example, if you've been struggling to stay consistent with your workout routine and you miss a few sessions, your accountability partner can help you reframe this experience. Instead of feeling like a failure, they can encourage you to analyze what went wrong, adjust your strategy, and keep moving forward. This mindset shift is incredibly powerful for maintaining long-term consistency because it keeps you focused on growth, not perfection. Accountability partners help foster resilience, ensuring that you don't give up when things don't go perfectly. They provide support, encouragement, and constructive feedback that keeps you moving forward, strengthening your resolve and your commitment to your goals. Conclusion: accountability as the key to sustainable consistency. In conclusion, accountability is not just a tool for achieving short-term goals. It is the key to creating sustainable consistency. By holding you to your commitments, keeping you focused on your long-term vision, and providing external support, accountability ensures that you stay on track even when motivation wanes or distractions arise. Whether through an accountability partner, a group, or a system you create for yourself, the act of being accountable transforms your approach to consistency. It helps you build habits, overcome distractions, track progress, and remain committed when things get difficult. With accountability, you are no longer alone in your pursuit of success. You have a system of support, motivation, and responsibility that drives you toward your goals. It keeps you focused, disciplined, and consistent, ensuring that you make the progress you desire and ultimately achieve the success you deserve. Chapter 3: The Power of an Accountability Partner. An accountability partner is one of the most effective tools for staying on track with your goals, especially when self-motivation alone isn't enough. We all know that making progress toward any meaningful goal requires commitment, effort, and consistency. However, there will inevitably be times when motivation wanes, distractions pile up, and the excitement of achieving our goals fades into the background. This is when an accountability partner can make all the difference. An accountability partner is someone who works alongside you to hold you responsible for your commitments and supports you as you take action toward your goals. This partnership can be a game changer not only for staying on track, but for maintaining the momentum that leads to long-term success. But why is it so powerful? What exactly does an accountability partner do that makes them so effective? And how can you ensure that you find the right one? In this chapter, we will explore the immense power of having an accountability partner, how they can keep you motivated and focused, and the best practices for building a strong partnership that supports your journey toward success. What makes an accountability partner so powerful? The power of an accountability partner lies in their ability to create a sense of external responsibility that strengthens your internal commitment. While self-accountability is important, external accountability adds an extra layer of support and pressure, ensuring that you follow through with your promises and actions. Increased commitment. When you have an accountability partner, you're not only holding yourself responsible, you're also holding yourself accountable to someone else. This creates a deeper level of commitment. It's easier to push aside your own needs and goals when you're working alone. But when you have someone else invested in your success, it's harder to make excuses or procrastinate. The presence of an accountability partner increases your sense of duty and commitment, making it far more difficult to let things slide. Motivation boost. An accountability partner acts as a constant source of motivation. On days when your energy is low, or when distractions threaten to derail your progress, having someone who believes in you and is there to encourage you makes a world of difference. When you feel like quitting, your partner reminds you of your goals and why you started in the first place. They help reignite the fire that might have dimmed inside you, keeping you focused on your vision and helping you push forward, even when the going gets tough. Structured progress. With an accountability partner, there's a clear structure to your efforts. Regular check-ins and updates provide an opportunity to reflect on your progress, track your accomplishments, and identify areas for improvement. This structure ensures that you remain consistent in your efforts, making it easier to stay on course, no matter how long the journey. It also helps you break down larger goals into smaller, more manageable steps, ensuring that each step you take brings you closer to success. How an accountability partner keeps you consistent. One of the most important roles of an accountability partner is to maintain consistency. The road to success is long and often full of obstacles, but with an accountability partner by your side, the likelihood of staying consistent increases dramatically. The accountability partner ensures that you don't just start strong, you continue strong, even after the initial excitement fades. Here's how they do it. Setting clear expectations. When you partner up with someone for accountability, it's essential to establish clear expectations. What specific goals do you want to achieve? How often will you check in with each other? What kind of support and feedback do you expect from each other? By setting these expectations from the start, you create a structured framework that helps you stay on task. The clearer the guidelines, the easier it will be to maintain consistency and track progress. Regular check-ins. The key to accountability is frequent check-ins. Whether they're weekly, bi-weekly, or even daily, these regular check-ins serve as both a source of encouragement and a reminder to stay focused. Knowing that someone will be asking about your progress pushes you to take action consistently. When you check in regularly with your accountability partner, you hold yourself to a higher standard. You make sure that each day's actions align with your long-term goals, knowing that you will be held responsible for them. Tracking progress together. An accountability partner isn't just someone who asks if you're making progress. They're there to help you track your achievements and milestones. This tracking system can be as simple as noting your completed tasks, updating a shared document, or celebrating small wins together. By tracking progress, you can see just how far you've come, which builds confidence and reinforces the habit of consistent effort. The act of monitoring progress together also keeps you accountable to yourself and your partner, making sure you don't lose sight of your goals. The emotional support of an accountability partner. The emotional aspect of accountability should not be underestimated. Achieving any meaningful goal is challenging, and along the way, you'll face obstacles that will test your perseverance. During these moments, an accountability partner serves as a pillar of emotional support. They provide encouragement, offer a fresh perspective, and sometimes simply listen when you need to talk. Reassurance and encouragement. There will be times when self-doubt creeps in, or when you feel like giving up. Having someone who reassures you and reminds you of your worth and capabilities can make all the difference. An accountability partner doesn't just track progress, they also believe in your potential, even when you don't. This belief, coupled with positive encouragement, fuels your determination to keep going, especially on the tough days. Celebrating successes together. It's easy to overlook small successes or downplay progress when you're too focused on the bigger picture. But an accountability partner is there to celebrate your wins, no matter how big or small. These celebrations keep the momentum going and remind you of the value of your efforts. When your accountability partner acknowledges your progress, it gives you a sense of pride and accomplishment, reinforcing your commitment to continuing the journey. How to find the right accountability partner. Finding the right accountability partner is crucial for ensuring that your partnership is effective and aligned with your goals. The right person can make all the difference between success and failure. So, how do you choose the best accountability partner for your needs? Shared goals and values. Look for someone who shares similar values and is working towards similar goals or has the same mindset. While it's not necessary for your goals to be identical, having shared values and a common vision makes it easier to work together and provide mutual support. If your partner's goals are vastly different from yours, it might create disconnects that prevent the partnership from being effective. Reliability and consistency. The right accountability partner is someone who shows up consistently and is dependable. This person will not only check in on you, but will also be committed to following through on their own commitments. When both partners are accountable, it creates a mutual respect that strengthens the partnership. You want someone who will hold you to high standards and encourage you to do the same for them. Honesty and constructive feedback. Your accountability partner should be honest with you. They should provide constructive feedback when you slip up and celebrate your victories. Constructive criticism is essential because it helps you grow and improve. The relationship should be based on trust, where both partners feel comfortable being transparent with each other. Mutual respect and understanding. Accountability partners should operate on the foundation of mutual respect and understanding. There needs to be a balance between supporting each other's goals and maintaining a level of honesty that drives improvement. It's about being there for each other, not just when things are going well, but especially when challenges arise. Conclusion. The lasting impact of an accountability partner. An accountability partner is more than just someone who reminds you to stay on track. They are a trusted ally in your journey toward success. They hold you accountable, push you when necessary, provide emotional support, and celebrate your wins. Most importantly, they help you stay consistent, even when life gets in the way or when motivation fades. The true power of an accountability partner lies in their ability to help you stay focused, overcome setbacks, and keep moving forward, no matter what obstacles you face. Together, you create a partnership built on trust, shared goals, and mutual respect. This relationship empowers both partners to achieve greater results than they could alone. When you find the right accountability partner, you unlock a deeper level of commitment and consistency, turning your dreams into achievable goals. With the right support, there is no limit to what you can accomplish. Chapter 4. How to find the right accountability partner. Having the right accountability partner can be the difference between staying on track and falling off course. They act as a mirror, reflecting your progress and helping you stay accountable to the goals you've set for yourself. But finding the right partner is not as simple as asking someone to check in on you. It requires a thoughtful approach to ensure that the partnership is mutually beneficial, aligned with your goals, and grounded in trust and respect. In this chapter, we will explore how to find the right accountability partner, the characteristics to look for, and how to set up a partnership that will help you stay committed and achieve your goals. We will also cover the potential challenges that can arise in accountability partnerships and how to overcome them to build a long-lasting, productive relationship. What makes the right accountability partner? An accountability partner is someone who holds you accountable not just for your actions, but for your commitments and progress toward your goals. The best accountability partners are those who are committed, reliable, and invested in your success. However, it's important to understand that while an accountability partner is someone who will help you stay on track, they are also a collaborator, someone who will be there to provide encouragement, guidance, and support when you need it. The right accountability partner brings the following key qualities to the table: commitment and consistency. A good accountability partner is someone who is as committed to their own goals as you are to yours. They must show up consistently for themselves and for you. This commitment doesn't just apply to following through on commitments, but also to showing up for check-ins, keeping promises, and being dependable when things get tough. Shared goals or values. While your goals don't necessarily have to be identical, a good accountability partner should share similar values or be working toward a similar level of growth. For example, if you are working on improving your fitness, your accountability partner should ideally also be focused on fitness or maintaining a healthy lifestyle. The shared commitment to self-improvement ensures that both of you can relate to each other's challenges and successes, making the partnership more impactful. Supportive, not judgmental. An accountability partner should be supportive and provide constructive feedback without judgment. This person should motivate you without making you feel bad about mistakes or setbacks. Accountability is not about punishing yourself for failure, but rather about learning from it and continuing to move forward. Look for someone who can provide encouragement during tough times, but who is also willing to offer tough love when necessary. Reliability and trustworthiness. Reliability is a non-negotiable quality when it comes to an accountability partner. You need someone who will take their commitment seriously, someone who will show up and be available for check-ins, discussions, or to support you through challenges. Trust is equally essential. You need a partner who will keep your discussions confidential and respect the boundaries you've set within the partnership. Honesty and transparency. An effective accountability partner isn't afraid to be honest with you, even if the feedback isn't always what you want to hear. Honesty is the foundation of growth. Without it, you may not see areas where you need improvement. The right partner will speak up when they see you slipping, or if they notice patterns of behavior that need addressing. Likewise, you should feel comfortable being open and transparent with them, sharing your struggles and celebrating your wins without hesitation. Where to find an accountability partner? Once you understand the qualities you are looking for in an accountability partner, the next step is finding them. You might think that an accountability partner has to be someone you know well, but in fact, accountability relationships can begin in a variety of settings. Here are a few places to look. Personal network. Start by looking within your personal network. Friends, family members, colleagues, or acquaintances who are familiar with your goals and who you trust. Sometimes, the best accountability partners are those who know you well and can offer both support and a realistic perspective on your progress. However, it's important that the relationship is based on mutual respect and the willingness to hold each other accountable. Workplace or professional environment. If your goals are professional in nature, such as improving your career, achieving sales targets, or advancing in a specific area of your work, consider partnering with someone in your workplace. A professional accountability partner can offer unique insights, and they may also have a better understanding of the challenges you face in your specific industry. The key here is to ensure that there is no conflict of interest and that both parties can benefit from the partnership. Fitness or wellness groups. If your goals are fitness-related, fitness or wellness communities are a great place to find an accountability partner. Whether it's a gym, yoga class, or running club, these groups are full of people who are working towards similar health and fitness objectives. Often, these groups have established systems for pairing people up with accountability partners who will help them stay on track with their routines. Online communities and forums. In today's digital world, you can find accountability partners through online communities and forums. Whether it's a social media group focused on self-improvement, a fitness app, or a professional development forum, these platforms allow you to connect with people who have similar goals. Online partnerships can be especially helpful if you don't have a network of like-minded people locally. There are many groups out there dedicated to goal achievement, productivity, and personal development, where you can find an accountability partner to suit your needs. Coaches or mentors. In some cases, you may choose to partner with a coach or mentor. This can be a particularly helpful arrangement if you are working toward a complex or high-level goal. A coach or mentor brings expertise, experience, and an external perspective that can help you not only stay accountable, but also refine your strategies and accelerate your progress. Coaches can offer guidance, insight, and feedback, and their accountability is often more structured and goal-focused. Setting up the accountability partnership. Once you've identified a potential accountability partner, the next step is to set up the partnership in a way that works for both of you. Effective accountability is about more than just checking in. It requires clear communication, agreed-upon expectations, and mutual respect. Here are some steps to ensure that your accountability partnership is effective. Clarify expectations. Before committing to a partnership, have an honest conversation about what both of you want to achieve and how the relationship will work. Clarify your goals, the frequency of check-ins, and the type of support you expect. Do you need someone to check in every day? Would weekly updates work better? Do you need emotional support? Or are you looking for someone to help you stay focused? Be clear about what both of you need from the partnership. Agree on communication channels. Determine how you will communicate. Will it be through phone calls, video chats, emails, or an app? Establish a preferred method of communication that is easy for both parties to maintain. Regular check-ins are crucial for keeping the momentum going, so make sure you both have a system in place that works with your schedules. Set up a system for feedback. It's important to establish how feedback will be delivered. An effective accountability partnership thrives on honest feedback, whether it's celebrating wins or addressing areas of improvement. Set boundaries around how feedback will be shared, ensuring it remains constructive and respectful. Celebrate wins together. Accountability isn't just about holding each other accountable for progress. It's about acknowledging success. Be sure to celebrate the wins, big and small. Recognizing achievements keeps both partners motivated and creates a positive atmosphere within the partnership. It reinforces the idea that progress, no matter how small, is still progress. Conclusion: building a partnership for lasting success. Finding the right accountability partner is a crucial step in building the discipline and consistency required to achieve your goals. The right partner can provide not only external support, but also the emotional and psychological reinforcement needed to keep you committed, even when the going gets tough. With the right partner by your side, you have a built-in support system that will help you stay on track, overcome obstacles, and celebrate your successes along the way. Remember, the relationship between you and your accountability partner is built on trust, honesty, and mutual respect. Together, you can create a partnership that will guide you toward achieving your goals, turning aspirations into tangible accomplishments. Stay open to the process, maintain regular communication, and most importantly, hold each other accountable. Through effective accountability, you transform your journey toward success from a solo effort into a collaborative pursuit, and that, ultimately, makes all the difference. Chapter 5. Maintaining accountability and adjusting expectations. Accountability is a critical component of achieving long-term success. It ensures that you stay committed to your goals, track your progress, and maintain momentum even when challenges arise. However, as you move along your journey, it's important to recognize that accountability is not a static concept. It evolves as you grow, as your goals shift, and as new challenges arise. This chapter is dedicated to exploring how to maintain accountability over the long term and how to adjust your expectations when necessary to ensure continued progress. In the early stages of working with an accountability partner or system, the process may feel straightforward. You check in regularly, track progress, and provide mutual support. However, over time, the landscape of your goals and circumstances may change. You might encounter obstacles that require a shift in your approach, or find that your original expectations no longer align with your evolving vision. The key to maintaining accountability is understanding that adjusting your expectations doesn't mean you're giving up. It means you're adapting to stay on track and continue moving forward. Why accountability must evolve. Accountability is a dynamic process. What works well at the start may need to be adjusted as you progress. Over time, as you gain more clarity, refine your goals, and adjust your strategies, your accountability system should evolve with you. Staying rigid in your approach may lead to frustration, burnout, or a sense of stagnation. The most effective accountability systems are flexible and can adapt to changing circumstances. Here's why this is so important. Changing goals and priorities. As you make progress toward your goals, your initial intentions might change. What once felt like the right path could evolve as you gain new insights, face new challenges, or learn more about yourself and your capabilities. When your goals shift, so should your accountability system. For instance, if you initially set out to lose 10 pounds, but after reaching that goal, you decide to focus more on building strength or improving your endurance, your accountability system should be adjusted to reflect these new priorities. Increased complexity of goals. In the beginning, goals may be simpler, but as you progress, they might become more complex. A goal that started as a daily writing habit may evolve into completing a book or creating a new project. As your goals grow in complexity, so too should your accountability framework. Instead of merely checking in on daily progress, your accountability system may require more detailed tracking, milestone reviews, and deeper discussions about how to tackle obstacles. Life changes and new challenges. Life is unpredictable, and circumstances often change in ways we cannot control. You might face personal, professional, or health-related challenges that alter your ability to keep up with your initial plan. For example, a sudden shift in your work schedule, family responsibilities, or financial situation can impact your ability to follow through on your commitments. In these cases, your accountability partner or system needs to be flexible enough to accommodate these changes without diminishing the overall goal. Adapting expectations ensures that you don't feel discouraged by these obstacles, but instead view them as opportunities to reassess and adjust your approach. How to maintain accountability over time. To maintain accountability effectively over time, it's crucial to make it a consistent part of your routine, but also to recognize when it's time to make adjustments. Here are some strategies for maintaining accountability, no matter how your goals or life circumstances evolve. Regular check-ins and reflection. Accountability thrives on consistent communication. Whether you meet with your accountability partner once a week, bi-weekly, or monthly, regular check-ins are essential. These check-ins should not just focus on how well you're meeting your goals, but also include a reflection on what's working and what's not. This allows you to adjust expectations, realign strategies, and refine your approach. Use your check-ins to honestly evaluate your progress, identify obstacles, and celebrate small wins. It's essential to make the check-ins meaningful, not just routine, so they continue to provide value. Set milestones, not just deadlines. While deadlines can be motivating, milestones provide more flexibility. Milestones are smaller, measurable goals that allow you to break your larger goal into manageable chunks. By setting milestones along the way, you can adjust expectations if necessary without feeling like you've completely derailed. For example, instead of focusing on finishing a book in 2 months, set a milestone to complete the first 3 chapters in the first 2 weeks. This allows you to celebrate progress and adjust the pace as needed without losing sight of the overall goal. Communicate changes and adjustments. If you find that your goals, timeline, or approach need to change, communicate those changes clearly with your accountability partner. Accountability works best when both parties are aligned on expectations and the direction you're heading. Don't be afraid to adjust the plan or discuss challenges. A good accountability partner is there to help you reassess your goals, not judge you for needing to make changes. When you communicate openly about changes, it prevents feelings of disappointment or shame and ensures that both parties are still invested in the journey. Be open to constructive feedback. Accountability isn't just about celebrating victories, it's about constructive feedback as well. As you grow, your accountability partner's role becomes more important, especially when things aren't going as planned. If you're struggling to meet deadlines or keep up with your goals, be open to feedback. Your partner's job isn't to judge you, but to help you see areas for improvement. They might offer suggestions for adjusting your approach or remind you of the bigger picture when you're feeling discouraged. Embrace this feedback as a tool for growth and improvement. Maintain flexibility without sacrificing integrity. It's essential to remain flexible when adjusting your expectations, but don't allow flexibility to become an excuse for neglecting your commitments. Flexibility means adjusting the process, not abandoning the goal. If life throws unexpected challenges your way, such as a change in circumstances or personal priorities, make the necessary adjustments but remain committed to the bigger picture. Setbacks are part of the process, and flexibility helps you overcome them, but maintaining your integrity to the ultimate goal is what makes you resilient. Adjusting expectations without losing momentum. It's crucial to adjust your expectations when faced with challenges, but it's also important to adjust them in a way that doesn't undermine your goals. Adjustments can be made in timing, approach, or focus, but the ultimate objective should remain intact. Here are some ways to adjust expectations without losing momentum. Reevaluate timelines, not goals. If your timeline is too ambitious or life throws you curveballs that affect your schedule, don't be afraid to adjust your deadlines. However, it's important that the goal itself remains unchanged. For example, if you had planned to launch a product within 6 months but face unexpected delays, instead of pushing back the goal of launching the product, simply adjust the timeline for completion. This ensures that the goal itself stays intact while giving you the time and space you need to handle unforeseen circumstances. Shift focus when necessary. There may be times when the path you set out on is no longer the best option for reaching your goal. If your priorities change, it's okay to adjust your focus. For example, if you're building a business but realize that you need to spend more time on product development than marketing, shift your focus temporarily. This doesn't mean you've abandoned the goal. It simply means you're making strategic adjustments to continue progressing effectively. Break big goals into manageable pieces. One of the most common reasons people abandon their goals is the overwhelming size of the task. Large, undefined goals can be intimidating and lead to procrastination. Instead of trying to tackle everything at once, Break down the goal into smaller, more achievable pieces. This provides a clearer path to success and allows you to adjust expectations as needed without losing sight of the end result. Each small win reinforces the belief that you are on track, helping to build the momentum you need to succeed. Conclusion: the dynamic nature of accountability and goal achievement. In conclusion, maintaining accountability and adjusting expectations are key components in achieving long-term success. The path to success is rarely linear. It's filled with twists, turns, setbacks, and unexpected challenges. The role of accountability is to keep you focused and committed, even when the journey becomes difficult or uncertain. And when circumstances change, adjusting your expectations allows you to stay adaptable without losing sight of your ultimate goals. Accountability partners are there to help you stay grounded and focused on the bigger picture. And with the right adjustments, you can continue to make progress despite the obstacles that life throws your way. The key is to maintain consistent check-ins, open communication, and a growth mindset that allows for flexibility and resilience. When you combine accountability with a willingness to adjust your expectations as needed, you create a powerful formula for sustained progress. You build the discipline to stay on track, the resilience to adapt, and the commitment to continue toward success, no matter what challenges you face along the way. As we come to the end of this journey, it's clear that accountability is not just a tool for tracking progress or checking off tasks. It is a fundamental pillar that holds up our goals, strengthens our discipline, and propels us toward success. Whether through self-accountability, external accountability partners, or systems, the act of being answerable for our actions is what turns intentions into actions, and actions into achievements. Throughout this audiobook, we've explored the profound impact accountability can have on our ability to stay committed, consistent, and focused. The most powerful realization here is that accountability is a dynamic, evolving relationship. It adjusts as your goals and life circumstances evolve. It isn't a one-size-fits-all approach. It's about creating a support system that aligns with your needs, growth, and challenges. The right accountability partner, system, or group can amplify your efforts, keep you grounded, and provide the encouragement necessary to overcome setbacks. At its core, accountability fosters responsibility. It's the internal and external acknowledgement that you are in control of your progress, that you are the one making the decisions that shape your future. But accountability is not about external pressure. It's about creating an environment that reinforces your commitment to yourself and your goals. It's the mirror that reflects your actions, helping you stay aligned with the person you are becoming. As you move forward, remember that accountability is not about perfection. It's about showing up, even on the days when things don't go as planned, when motivation wanes, or when life throws obstacles your way. Accountability is the tool that keeps you on track, helps you recalibrate, and ensures that you continue moving forward toward your goals, no matter the challenges. An accountability partner isn't just someone to check in with. They are partners in your growth journey, helping you stay consistent, motivated, and focused. They are the person who believes in you, even when you lose sight of your potential. They push you to strive for more, celebrate your wins, and support you through your struggles. With the right accountability in place, you create a structure that supports both your commitment and your growth. Ultimately, accountability doesn't just make you more likely to achieve your goals, it transforms the process itself. It shifts the focus from short-term results to sustainable habits, ensuring that the success you achieve is long-lasting. When you embrace accountability, you embrace a system of support, reflection, and adaptation that empowers you to continue striving, even after the initial excitement fades. So, as you take the next steps toward your goals, Recognize the power of accountability in every phase of your journey. Whether you are just starting out or facing a challenge, accountability provides the motivation and structure you need to stay on track. It will help you redefine setbacks as opportunities, encourage you to push through obstacles, and celebrate your progress, ensuring that you achieve lasting success. The journey ahead may be challenging, but with accountability in your corner, there is no goal too big, no obstacle too daunting. You are capable of more than you realize, and with accountability, you'll have the support you need to unlock your potential and achieve your dreams.